Hi there. Welcome to HPA 494, which is Sociocultural Dimensions of Health Disparities Research. I'm going to be the instructor for that course. My name is Dr. Lisa Sharp. My training, I'll just give you a little bit about me just so you have some sense. I've actually been teaching this course for about 5 or 6 years. I think this is the 6th year. The first 2 years it was in the classroom, which I have to admit to you I really enjoyed a lot. This online stuff's a little bit more challenging. One of the things I really work for in the course is to try to build an online community, and so I'll get back to that in just a little bit. My training, my PhD's in clinical psychology. I specialize in health, and I consider myself a health disparities researcher. I do interventions that are related to behavioral kinds of interventions, which is a full range of things, but it's all with medical patients. So just a little bit about me. I'm really excited to meet all of you. This class, one of the most fun things is to find out where everybody's from. Some years when I teach this course, I've had folks that were over in Europe or in Afghanistan in the military, sometimes people just from different parts of the U.S., and then also there's always a fair number of folks that are from around here on campus, but oftentimes they'll be from different colleges, which is very, very fun. I had somebody from dentist for the first time last year when I taught this. So basically, this is an online course. For those of you who've never had an online course, don't worry about it. If you have any trouble, please let me know. You can email me, telephone me. Those who are nearby, you're more than welcome to drop by my office too. Give me a call and we can set up an appointment so we can meet face-to-face if you're here. But if you let me know, we can get some help for you because it is an adjustment for those who haven't had an online course. Let me just look here. Basically, materials for the class I wanted to talk to you about. You don't need to buy any books, no textbooks or anything like that. On the Blackboard site, I have set up everything that you will need. There's a syllabus on there with deadlines. It's broken down on the far left side on Blackboard. You'll see the syllabus and the deadlines. And then also in the main area on the Blackboard side, it's broken down week by week. So you can kind of get an overview if you are interested in doing that, to print out those two big documents, the syllabus and the course deadline material. And then also, if you just want to have it week by week in smaller chunks, that's all there too. The readings are in there as links. Every year there's always a couple students that have a hard time. If you hit on one of those links and it says you have to pay, do not pay. Just send me an email and I'll send it to you through email so that you can have that for free. You shouldn't have to pay for any of those. I've also tried to mix it up a bit and put some video clips in there whenever I can, or other web-based, visual, more interactive things. So trying to break that up so that it's not just readings, but all that information's there on the web, on specifically UIC Blackboard. Related to Blackboard, I ask the students, I ask you guys to post all of your homework assignments in the discussion section there on Blackboard. Post on the discussion site on Blackboard. You'll see this first week there's an assignment. I've got 4 questions up there for you all to answer, and so I'd like you to post your responses on the discussion section of Blackboard. The questions are, I hope that they're fun. They're a little bit more personal because what I'd like to do this first session is to try, our first class is just to try to help you all get to know each other just a little bit more. So answer those and then also read through the posts that other folks have put up there, and I want you just to maybe comment back on a couple of those, at least a couple of them. See if you can get a feel for who's in the course. That's just the beginning of us trying to get to know each other. Throughout the course, almost every week, what I ask you to do is to read whatever's been posted after you post your homework assignment and comment on somebody else's. Really one of the more exciting things in this course is I find everybody comes to it with a lot of knowledge, really. And sometimes they don't realize how much they know. but because people that take the class are interested in all sorts of things, from amputations, lower limb amputations, to breast cancer survival, to all sorts of things, that the students, you guys learn a lot from each other, and I actually learn a lot too. So don't be shy about sharing your own knowledge or ideas with other students throughout the course when you're posting your comments back to their posts. Let me just see here. I'm looking down here to see what I've got in my notes. Almost every week, you will have an assignment that you post on Wednesday by midnight, and then there'll be another assignment, almost always, to be posted Sunday by midnight. Those are very clearly laid out in the information on Blackboard, but just to kind of give you some orientation to that. There are a couple weeks where the assignment is much bigger, and so you'll only post one assignment that week. I'm a big communicator. So if you communicate with me, you will get far. By that, what I mean, I know many people that take the course have other jobs, or they're juggling a lot of things. Even if you're in graduate school, you've got a lot of things going on. If you are going to be late with an assignment, if you need extra time, if something's come up, please just either email me or call me. Please let me know. I don't need to be rigid on these deadlines, but I do need to know if you're going to be late. So that kind of communication is really, really important to me. Just let me know so I know what to expect. Don't hesitate to do that. I'll let you know also that periodically through the semester, I have conferences that I go to, or something might just come up, and I try to be present monitoring the Blackboard site as much as I can. But occasionally I'll be at a conference. If I feel like it's going to be really disruptive that I'm at a conference and I can't check the Blackboard, I'll let you know. But I just wanted to let you know that too, if you feel like I'm not as present in responding to you. I do try to give everybody feedback because I feel like you took the time to put all this on the web, and I want to get you feedback. But at the same time, I don't feel necessarily that my feedback is any more important than some of the other students. I've had situations where I had 2 students in the class that knew much more about the topic than I did, and so I just sort of, I would say gently kept a fence around that or something, kind of nudged it along. So for some of you, really truly, you're much more independent and have a lot more knowledge than I do. Health disparities is a huge, huge issue. If we knew how to address them, we wouldn't be having to have this course. So people with different perspectives can be very, very helpful. The final grade, so you do get individual points for posting each of your homework assignments, and then the final assignment is worth 40 points. So that's really a big thing. And sometimes this is confusing to students. I like to have the homework and the focus of each student be in an area that's of interest to them. So I like it when students, and the students that I think get the most out of the course, quite frankly, are those that come in and they say, I have a research idea. I'm working on my dissertation idea. I want to develop this idea that I have. Or at my job, we're trying to do community outreach, and I want to try to develop something in that area. Because early on in the class, by week 3, I will ask each of you to have one topic area that you're really interested in focusing on for your work the rest of the year. And so the homework is going to be you working in developing various aspects of that idea. The background, the literature search for that, for example. We also have a piece there where there's an intervention that you're going to develop, and so that intervention is something that you're going to review and see what other people have done and try to put together an intervention to address that area. Now, I also know some of you are interested in primary data collection, some of you are interested in secondary data collection. That's not a problem. We can absolutely work with that to make adjustments to the assignments that would still meet the needs that you have. Because even if you're doing secondary data analysis, there are clinical and real life implications to that. If you have any challenges with figuring out How do I approach this assignment given my interest? Again, don't hesitate. I am always here to try to help give you some guidance or direction on these things. But again, early on, you're going to be asked to pick a focus. That can be, like I said, if you have a particular group, people with disabilities. Last year someone was interested in Alzheimer's caregivers, so the focus was on that because health disparities result from that. There are certain groups that are more likely to be impacted by Alzheimer's, and then the caregivers are impacted more deeply. If you're interested in Aboriginal groups, I mean, there's all sorts of different variants that you can pick here. So that's pretty much wide open. My office, I've got 2 offices. One is in IHRP over on Roosevelt and Wood, which if you're not from this area will mean nothing to you. Don't worry about that. I also have an office over in the College of Pharmacy. So I'm happy to meet with you if we set up a meeting. My phone is 312-355-3569. That's all over the materials, so you'll see it there. And you can also email me anytime. And again, if you have any trouble with any pieces of the Blackboard, accessing the materials, or with the homework assignment, understanding what's going on, please just let me know. We can help you out with all of those things. I look forward to this semester. I hope you all get what you want from the course, and I look forward to getting to know you. Thanks so much.